Hey everybody, how's it going? So we're going to take a look at Matt's Off-Road Recovery. Have you ever seen this YouTube channel? This is his website, Matt's Off-Road Recovery, but we're going to be talking about him. Why? A, I watch a lot of his videos. B, he was on back in October, he was served uh, papers by Utah, I don't know, insurance board or whoever, the court, on behalf of AAA because he apparently has possibly committed insurance fraud with AAA by billing AAA for fraudulent tows. Now this is Matt. I really like Ed. Again, I watch his YouTube videos where YouTube does a great job recommending, but I'm not subscribed to his channel. He has just under 1 million subscribers. Who knows how this will affect Matt's Off-Road Recovery. He does sell merch. He does sell recovery rope, even a banana Jeep, car for $50. Okay. Shirts. Apparently, you can eat with Matt too. Have lunch for $25, which I'm sure is on top of the food. Just show up to the same restaurant if you live in the area. I don't know. But yeah, look, an activity book. I mean, he's obviously selling a lot of merch, taking advantage, doing the marketing thing for his YouTube channel, which that's fine if people want to buy into that stuff. I just $50 for a Hot Wheels car. No. But anyways, that's his website. So he has a website. He has a legitimate towing business. And if you don't know who he is on YouTube, he's a guy that goes out and films interesting recovery of vehicles. Whether it's a side-by-side, it could be an ATV, it could be a Honda Civic that's stuck in the sand, it could be a truck or a Jeep that went into a gnarly area, got stuck, and he pulls them out, yanks them out, digs them out, does whatever he needs to do to recover that vehicle, right? He provides towing to people, usually off-road, which I know AAA does not cover. But he has a whole tow company, and I don't know exactly. I believe he has flatbeds and stuff. People can correct me in the comment section, but I believe he has flatbeds and a bunch of. I think he's a legitimate tow operation. It's not just the one YouTube couple vehicles that you see. He has multiple vehicles for. And I think he has drivers that do other stuff. So I don't know if this is really the team or if this is just the YouTube team here, because his actual toe is like winding toe or something like that. We'll see it in the court or in the write-up. But this is his YouTube channel. See, 952,000 subscribers. So just under a million. He's probably going to hit that million mark. We'll see where it goes. You can see, he has a bunch of videos. Who knows exactly when these are filmed, because, some people take a while. Some only want a video a week type thing. I do videos every day if I can, and if I don't do some for a while, I don't do some for a while. But that's why I also do other type of videos, like this talking video. But as you can see, I've watched a bunch of his videos. Right here, bunch. You can see the red line. I've watched a bunch. So over time, I don't watch every single one. I'm not subscribed, but YouTube does a great job recommending. That's what they do. That's how I watch a bunch of channels. I watch a few videos, and then they just recommend these, and yeah, I watch them. And if it doesn't recommend for a while, I might actually think, oh, Matt's Off-Road Recovery. I haven't seen his videos in a while. Is he still around? And I'll do a search and pull it up and be like, oh, okay, and watch a few, Not a big deal. But anyways, here's the write-up that TFL Off-Road has done. This was published December 1st, 2021. It says Utah YouTuber behind Matt's Off-Road Recovery charged with fraud, filing false AAA claims. Now note, AAA has very good insurance lawyers. They have very good lawyers in general. I guess don't have to be necessarily insurance lawyers, but lawyers. They have very good legal team. That's how I should put it. They have a legal department. They have lawyers on staff. I mean, it's an insurance company. Of course they do. So they have A, deep pockets. B, they're not going to just willy-nilly charge somebody if they don't think there's a claim or if they're not 100% sure, right? They're going to dot their I's, cross their T's type of thing, and obviously they feel he has done some stuff. And from the sounds of what is written here without looking at the legal court filing. We'll just go by what's written here. We'll assume TFL Off-Road has done a decent job with their write-up here, and we're going to take a look at this. So YouTuber Matt Wetzel has been charged with defrauding AAA with false insurance claims related to off-road recovery jobs. Whew. Talks about his YouTube channel, just under 900,000. The court filing from late October alleges Matt Wetzel, owner of Utah-based AAA affiliate Winder Towing, that's Winder Towing, so see, that's would be what you need to look up to actually find his normal towing operation. Let's see. Winder Towing, Utah. We'll bring that up. Here we go. 411 Google reviews, 4.9, but I guarantee you some of those are probably leg humpers from the YouTube channel saying how they love Matt. Has nothing probably to do with towing, so I would question that anytime when a YouTuber's involved, but here we go. Okay, here's his actual towing. Request service, home, services. Let's see, services. So light duty towing, medium duty towing, tire changes, jump starts, lockouts, fuel delivery, off-road recovery, RVs, trailers, goosenecks, fifth wheel trailers, boats, cargo. Yeah, he does a bunch of stuff. He'll do whatever to tow, right? I'm assuming in Utah you have to be licensed to be a tow operator. So he has a store. Let's see how he kind of just pimps you over to the Matt's recovery section. Okay. So he really doesn't do anything merch with Winder Towing and Corp. Contact. Yeah. See, they have normal tow trucks, so they have normal tow operators. They probably do repos and stuff too. They probably do everything, right? He's a legitimate tow business, so of course he's going to do everything. I believe he's 45 years old, so my age. So good for him for running a business and for employing people. Thumbs up there, Yeah, we're going to go back to the article here. But I just wanted to look that up real quick because we had the name, Winder Towing, numerous claims that contain material representations of the job for which he sought compensation between January 2019 and August 2020. The Washington County Department of Insurance Fraud brought the case against Wetzel's company for knowingly engaging in fraudulent towing claims. Okay, see, I mean, the Department of Insurance, so Department of Insurance is bringing the claims, not even necessarily AAA. AAA probably referred it to them, and they're the ones that are going to bring the claims because it's a licensed, bonded industry, I do believe, in Utah. Salt Lake City news affiliate ABC4 notes one example of the alleged fraud wherein Winder Towing billed AAA $2,800 to tow 3 separate vehicles, though one of the owners admitted that his vehicle was never actually towed when contacted by officials investigating the alleged fraud. Well, this guy's like, nah, nope, none of my vehicles were ever towed. So it doesn't say who here necessarily submitted. Well, it says Winder Towing billed AAA 20. So they actually billed for services that were not even done. Wow. Now, does the owner of that AAA policy know that he used their insurance to bill? I don't know. Instead, Wetzel reportedly told that owner to submit 3 separate tow claims. See, that's where it doesn't make sense. It says they billed AAA, but then it says he told them to submit 3 separate tow claims to AAA in lieu of paying to deliver construction materials. So, if you're being told by a guy, hey, submit some AAA claims, wow, you didn't tell me. Well, they don't know. Well, guy's telling you to commit insurance fraud and you commit insurance fraud? This is conflicting itself, though, this write-up, because it says Winder Towing billed AAA $2,800 for 3 separate vehicles. Then here it says that Wetzel told the guy to submit the claims in lieu of paying. So who knows which one? But if I was told to submit, I'd be like, no, that's insurance fraud. We're not going there. You don't mess with insurance companies and insurance fraud. You just don't do that. So either way, this way would mean that he 100% should take liability for doing it, because you, as this person, would be trusting, oh, well, maybe that is like you could play dumb, although that's not a defense and may not get anything. But this makes it sound like you, the owner of that AAA insurance policy, should be charged with something. It sounds like both parties here should be charged with something. That's what it's sounding like. Something weird, but this is a write-up by another person, so who knows? Maybe they got it wrong here. In another insurance instance, an owner who did not have AAA membership used Winder Towing to recover a truck in Apple Valley, Utah. So they don't even have insurance, but they did not have AAA, but they used it anyways. As the company rendered the service, Wetzel told him to join AAA, then file a claim a few days later, according to court documents. That is always going to make an insurance company say, huh, you just joined, and then 2 days later you had a tow? I mean, that could happen. That might happen. With how many customers we have, the realm of possibilities of that happening probably do happen. But that probably is also a red flag to be like, huh, they might have just committed insurance fraud by reporting a false date, which means at first when I looked at this, I was like, well, it should really go back to the guy that got the AAA membership. But no, Wetzel would have had to change the date on the receipt to give it to the person, assuming Wetzel didn't bill directly to AAA. So something fishy here. Again, both parties should be at fault. The guy that got the membership should also be facing the fines, not just the towing company. A third case noted in the documents involved a Polaris RZR, of which Wetzel has recovered quite a few in his videos uploaded to his YouTube channel. That owner told investigators he used a friend's AAA membership to cover the tow. So he pretended to be the guy or something? I don't know. Although the insurance company does not cover ATVs, including side-by-sides, and especially off-road like it was, if it's the one that went down the hill or something. But there's been quite a few, so who knows which one it is. But either way, off-road, and they don't cover ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes. Yeah. So, he's telling somebody, again, to commit insurance fraud. Now, don't know who billed who, but, wow, again, all parties should be facing investigations and fines, jail time, and everything else that comes with those insurance fraud charges. The investigation discovered 15,000 alleged false claims. That is a lot of false claims. But then again, you're charging $2,800 to take some materials to Salt Lake City. Yeah, I guess it goes pretty quick, especially with some of these more remote areas. That probably, some big tow bills, Over the year and a half period noted by the court documents, the state's insurance department noted 15,000 claims containing known material misrepresentations to AAA. Wetzel, for his part, took responsibility for the claim sent to AAA, but noted he did not turn in a claim that did not have a legitimate service tied to it. Well, it sounds like just because it had a legitimate service tied to it, that there's just like telling somebody to, we're going to forward date those receipts to send in to, or it's a side-by-side and we're just giving you bill. I don't know who's submitting what in all of these. That's the problem with talking about this, and one of the YouTube lawyers probably will do a better in-depth and probably get the court documents, the court filing, and go line by line through it, or not line by line, but they'll go through it and pull out the stuff that would be interesting to know from a legal standpoint. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just a person reading this and talking about it and my reaction to it. I just think he did something, obviously. Otherwise, the insurance company wouldn't be just him, and they might be going after the parties for getting insurance and filing and misrepresenting too. They might be going after them also. We don't know. A statement from Wetzel's legal counsel, as noted by the Salt Lake Tribune, says he is cooperating with the Attorney General's office to clear up any potential misunderstandings. Yeah, that sounds legalese there, misunderstandings. Sounds like, yeah, you're in trouble. In a December 7th, 2020 phone call with investigators, he said the claims were wrong on the front end but fair on the back, and that he provided numerous services to the Razor customer before asking that owner to file a AAA claim. So this makes it sound again that the owner of the Razor was told to file a AAA claim. The owner should have known better, I'm guessing. That this guy's giving some sketchy advice, you know. Per Utah state statutes, insurance fraud in excess of $5,000 is a second-degree felony, punishable by 1 to 15 years in prison, up to $10,000 fine, or both. I have my opinions about that here in a second. Let's finish. We've reached out to Winder Towing for comment, but they have not gotten a response as of Wednesday morning. So that's when this was done. Yeah, they're not going to respond on this because it's their lawyers are like, yeah, you're not going to talk about it. You're not going to talk about it on YouTube. But we YouTube community will talk about this. Other people will write stuff about it because it's newsworthy. It's interesting. It's a popular channel. I watch it. If it was something I probably didn't watch, I probably wouldn't talk about it. So my opinion here, not being a lawyer, just my opinion here, he's probably going to face the fine. He's probably not going to get prison time. So let's say he gets a $10,000 fine. He also has his legal cost to his lawyers. Well, that's going to be X. Well, you know, it could add up quick. And if the longer it drags on, the more it adds up. I mean, that could be $20,000 plus really quick here. So let's say 10, let's say 20, that's 30. A good chance he's going to have to reimburse for those fraudulent claims to those companies. Now, I don't know if that would be a separate suit or not after the state handles their part of it. But let's say he reimburses 15 and they don't penalize him any more than that. You know, now we're up to 45,000. Now, you know, figure he's probably going to be made to pay any lawyer fees that AAA, their legal costs that they incurred. Okay, let's figure that's another 20. Could be a lot more than that. So what, we're up to 65. So yeah, he could be easily 60 to 100,000. Let's say he's going to be down after everything. I don't think he's going to get prison time because it's his first offense. Maybe they'll play somewhat dumb. You know, I don't know. I mean, he could possibly get some time, which will obviously end the YouTube thing, which will then, you know, but let's assume he just gets the fine and has all those. Let's say he has $100,000 in cost. I mean, it could be more than that too, because the lawyers might say it cost us $50,000. That's a real possibility. AAA's lawyers say that, you know, and it could cost him just as much to, you know, defend himself with his legal team. I mean, it depends on the quality of lawyer he has. I hope he has a decent one. You're going against an insurance company here. You know, so it might take a lot of money out of his pocket. He does bring in probably pretty good money on YouTube. Just looking at my YouTube channel, what I get with my puny almost 12,000 subscribers versus his almost 1 million, I would say that would probably pretty much cover his, say, $100,000 if that's what his total out of pocket is at the end of the day. And as long as his money, or not his money, as long as his towing company, Winder Towing, is doing good and they're not struggling or anything we don't know about, then I would say he will come off pretty good. Now, it is a possibility that think AAA will either scrutinize every single tow, or they won't allow him to tow AAA direct, meaning if you get towed by Matt for something, you're going to have to submit that tow receipt to AAA, and AAA is probably going to scrutinize it. But, Matt's business covers a wide area, and you're in that area, you're probably just going to have to pay out of pocket, get that receipt, and submit it, and they're going to scrutinize it because it's coming from somebody that has committed fraud once. It's a possibility that they do it again. Hopefully he learns his lesson. Hopefully there was just a mix-up and he wasn't trying to do anything. But these owners should also be, then by owners of the vehicles or of the policies that they're filing against, should probably be charged too with something. Because if somebody tells me, if I come to you and I say, hey, Kevin, you know what? Your vehicle's stuck. Save some money. Get AAA membership for towing. Get RV Plus. Pay the $140 or whatever. I don't even know what it is anymore. 100, whatever dollars it is. $150. Pay that. And then 2 days later, you're going to submit this receipt. And I put the date on for 2 days later. So I'm guilty because I just did something. But that's on a receipt. You don't have to. You wouldn't have to submit that. But then that person, the owner of the policy / possibly the vehicle, is submitting the receipt. So they're really, if they're submitting it, they're doing more insurance fraud than Matt would be. Matt would be just morally shouldn't be telling people to do this. But at the time, he's not twisting their arm and telling you. He's just giving you a receipt with a date. Date happens to be 2 days in the future. That's for your records because you paid him directly. You're submitting that off to AAA or whatever insurance company. Because I guarantee you there's more insurance companies, towing companies than AAA. And there could be other stuff here. That's why, But both parties are at fault. Because that's not right. You just signed up for, but yet when they ask you on the phone, and they'll clearly ask you, so what date was the service performed? And you say it was performed January 4th, when in reality it was performed on January 2nd. You just committed insurance fraud. I mean, it's that simple. So for those that are going to leg hump and say, oh, Matt's a nice guy, because I read some of the comments on another YouTube video that was talking about this. And people were like, but he's such a nice guy. And I loved how one person put it. They were like, you don't know Matt? Bingo. That's correct. We might see somebody on a popular channel. You don't know me just because I'm talking here. Oh, Mark's a good guy. Well, I think I'm a good guy. I would like to think Matt's a pretty good guy. But that doesn't mean he couldn't go commit murder or do something else. I mean, just because you think he's a good guy doesn't mean he's not capable of other things. I'm not saying he committed murder, by the way, for the lawyers out there. I'm just saying if he could I don't know him. It's like the old, oh, well, he was such a nice boy next door. I don't know why he would kill his mother and stab her 52 times. I don't understand. Well, because he was such a nice boy. That's because you didn't really know them. Just because you were a neighbor doesn't mean you knew them. I mean, I got a neighbor. I like to think they're good. My neighbor's right on the other side of this wall. And I would like to think they're good, but I don't know them at all. I mean, so somebody came to me, like something happened over there, and police came to me. I wouldn't be like, oh, they were such good people. As far as neighbors go, I would be like, as far as neighbors go, they were good people, but I don't know them. They were good neighbors. Were they good people? I have no idea. So I don't know anything about Matt. I don't know anything about any of these people. Ed, we all love Ed on the show. He's an older guy, 1 foot in the grave. He's pretty old. And they're fixing a vehicle for him and whatnot. And It seems like he's a real nice guy, but I don't know, Ed. Maybe he killed his last four wives. I don't know. I don't know anything about him. So I don't try, and I have never leg humped celebrities, if you want to call YouTube people, that us that are creating stuff, content, as somewhat of a celebrity figure, because we're putting ourselves out there, right? I think you can criticize us because we are putting stuff out there. We're in the public light and we are willfully doing this. You know, I see some horrible comments and I can delete them or whatever, right? But I believe you have a right to critique. I have a right to critique. Here, I'm just saying, I don't know the guy. You don't know the guy. Unless you're like, yes, I went to high school with him, and I doubt you're watching my channel. But maybe. He could be the greatest guy. His wife could be the best. I don't know if he has kids. They could be awesome. You know, I don't know. His products could be awesome. I don't know. I haven't tried any of them. Don't have a need for a recovery rope. My toe strap works good enough for the once in 15 years that I use a recovery, which I used last year, and I was excited to pull the girl out of a snowbank. I was like, why did you cross into this? It's higher than your car in the middle of the road. She's like, oh, I thought I could just go right through it. But yeah, I was excited to use my truck, put it in 4 low, and just yank her right on out. Well, slowly. I just pulled her slowly. It came right on out. I didn't have to yank her or anything. I mean, there's a place for these rows. It's $330. Seems expensive to me, but I don't know. But I don't do off-roading. Anyways, I guess we'll cut it there. I'm just rambling now. I'm probably starting to repeat myself. That's basically it. Utah YouTuber behind Matt's off-road recovery charged with fraud following false AAA claims. Well, let me know in the comments what you think, what's going to happen. Please don't leg hump anybody. You know, think outside the leg humping and just maybe give your opinion what you think if he did commit insurance fraud. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like insurance companies. AAA has been good for me, for my roof, my windows. I don't know. They've been great. I can't really complain. People say that insurance companies don't want to pay. Well, what's that got to do with here with defrauding? Defraud, they shouldn't have to pay. It's fraud. Anyways, have a good one. Stay well, stay safe, my friends, and take care.